projected World Junior rosters. I believe, Mateo, correct me if I'm wrong, these are coming from one Scott Wheeler of The Athletic. Initial thoughts here, Z, on what's being presented.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, the initial reaction is like, this is Canada's tournament to lose. That being said, Team USA and Sweden, they're still bringing a decent enough team, but like at every single position, Team Canada has like one of the better players in that position at this tournament. Like, I think when I look at like USA, like someone like James Higgins is going to have to do a ton of heavy lifting. The defense looks different, and on the goaltending is just a massive difference. Like the fact that Team Canada, for the first time, they're going to have probably potentially three of the better options at goaltender. And the fact that they listed Ravensburger as the extra is still fascinating to me. Because Jack Ivankovic has just been a Team Canada guy somehow over Ravensburger forever. Might have something to do with the fact like
Isha does not want George to be the goalie, by the way. He's very on record. Like, please, anyone but him.
Yeah, well, they've got three of the best options anyway, so they can't really lose.
Now, my question is, as we look at this roster, so first, on the Hagens piece, before we get into the USA projected roster, I feel like that is a good thing for a player like that to be like, yeah, I get to put this shit on my back. I get to go prove myself after I fell to 7. Fuck all of you. And he's going to go out there and light shit on fire. Whereas, like, you look at this roster, you've got to try and balance playing time at least at some level.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still sitting here. I know it's not going to happen. I do think that some of these lines are going to be shifted a bit. And this is a way too early projection anyways. It's not a criticism, but I need, deep in my bones, I need Caden Lindstrom to be centering a first line with Gavin McKenna and Ryder Ritchie.
Yeah.
I need the Tiger line.
Yeah.
And I'm being serious. I think that if Caden Lindstrom plays the way we think he could going into his college year and he stays healthy, he very well could be their 1C.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see what he looks like. I don't know. It's going to be tough to beat up Berkeley Cat. Like what he did the last couple of years in the dub, but specifically last year, it was.
I know he's one of your guys too.
He was outrageous in the dub last year. So
are you going to be a Seattle Kraken guy, by the way? They've got Catton, who's your guy. They got O'Brien, who's your guy.
All right, let's throw a third team in this fucking podcast.
No. I'm not on that wagon with you. Their jerseys are sick.
No,
I do actually know their Zamboni driver, by the way. Played lacrosse with them in high school.
All right, they're okay. Then.
He would definitely come on and talk to us too at any point.
That would be a great guest. All right, we got the Kraken Zamboni guy.
Dude, he was my high school lacrosse goalie, which that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Awesome dude, but like, dude, if you're going to let people whip that fucking ball at you full speed with limited pads, he wore the bare minimum pads. Bless his soul. Shout out Matt Dahl.
Future guest.
So we'll get him on here the week that we play Seattle.
Yeah.
I will do it as long as they're not playing that Monday. I will get him on.
But just looking at the Team Canada roster again, the fact that Keaton Verhoff potentially, I would imagine he probably does make this team. Last year, one of the few times we saw Schaefer make this team as a draft eligible. It's incredibly difficult to do, especially for Team Canada. But the last few years, they've obviously brought a couple guys that were eligible.
I am curious, how many guys on this roster right in front of you do you think aren't on the team because they end up playing in the NHL? Like Schaefer stands out right away as like, well, if he's playing for the Islanders, he's not going to be here. Anyone else that you think has that kind of potential path?
I mean, like potentially Sam Dickinson. I mean, he looked more than NHL ready last year, especially in the dub, and just like what he was doing offensively. That being
Mateo's
said,
got my other one.
what do the Sharks think? And then Brunicky, I think. Actually, okay. Well, that was. Oh, there we go. Now I'm reading the comment. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Brunicky came close to making the Penguins last year. I would imagine. I don't know. I think Brunicky will
He
still be
could
there.
make
But who
the team
knows?
this year. He could.
He could. At that point, though, do you want him
Dude,
there?
I ran into Dubas at the summer showcase, and it took everything in me to not ask him about the draft. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be friendly. It's also very funny because I asked him about the Frozen Four, where I like talked to him and got him to take a picture. Because I was there and credentialed, he definitely did not connect who I was.
Yeah.
Plus, I didn't have a hat on, so I look very different.
Sure.
He's like, "Oh yeah, were you one of like these scouts?" I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not even gonna tell you who I was. Fuck, I'm the guy standing outside the bathroom that asked you for a picture, dude."
Wow, that's quite the come up. Look at you now, pal.
You can ask Isha. He was there. It was yeah.
Yeah.
I was just immediately was like, I'm gonna cut my losses and not tell you how much of a loser I am. Thank you.
But it is interesting though. Potentially, there's like you're looking at 3 guys in that projected top 4 that have a decent chance or a pretty good chance of making their NHL teams. I still feel like even if Brunicky made the Penguins, unless they're scared off from some of the injuries that have, like they might still give him the okay or whatever. Tish barely played any hockey last year. Tish again though, so I'd imagine
weird, kind of like Matthew Schaefer.
Kind of like Matthew Schaefer, but that wasn't a first overall pick. But I mean, it is because I think Dickinson makes the Sharks. I think Brunick has a chance of making the Penguins, and I think we're pretty confident that Schaefer makes the Islanders. How happy would the Islanders be to let Schaefer go play World Juniors? I don't know. But it is interesting when 3 of your top 4 projected D pair or Ds here could in theory be on an NHL roster. That being said, they still have plenty of good options. I think they listed Cameron Reed and Ben Danford as extras. You'll be fine. Obviously not the same pedigree as any of those 3. Maybe Brunick is close, but still 2 solid options. Plus, I mean, I'm sure there's others that aren't even listed here, but we'll see.
Right. So, if Ryder Ritchie makes his team, where is he slotting in? Who's he bumping?
Yeah,
Can he play up and down the lineup, or is he kind of slotted into the middle 6?
Yeah, I mean, I think he would be in your middle 6, and I don't think he's taking anyone's spot here. Yeah, no.
I mean, Misa could be with the Sharks. Seneca could be with the Ducks. That's kind of the path I see for him to get in. Or again, if he torches with BU to start the season, there's a conversation.
Right.
And let's be real, dude. That team's good enough. He absolutely could.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
All right. Team USA. Oh, good. They did get the first line correct. I was worried. First line, James Hagens, Teddy Stiga, our boy Brody Zemer. Even though on paper it maybe isn't the same as that first line for Team Canada, is this the line of the tournament?
Well, I mean, Hagens is one of the few guys outside of Team Canada that's got a real shout at getting player of the tournament. I mean, he fucking popped at the summer showcase. He was extremely noticeable.
Are you with me?
Over the boards.
Are you with me that he's the front runner for the Hobie?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, no, I mean, a projected top line of Stiga, Higgins, and Zemer is very fun. Like you have Zemer, who just is like a fucking nonstop workhorse, gives you a little bit of everything, like a big player or a big game player.
Balance than Canada's first line. It really is.
Yeah, and I mean, then you get the one shot on goal that was a gold medal winner in overtime. Teddy Stiga potentially riding shotgun with James Higgins. Very fun. Plus, they've obviously been at BC together for a little bit here, so they've got that going on. And then I thought it was I don't know why the second line having Bednarik and Eisman, like two BU guys, two Islanders draft picks. They're like, we need to get close as we can to playing two guys that have played together for a very long time.
Two BCs, two BUs.
Yeah. And I mean, what Riker Lee did in this summer showcase too, obviously he stood out, played with Higgins as well. I think he's going to have himself a nice summer. I think he makes the team and plays a ton. But yeah, they're going to be a tough team to play against. The big questions are going to be goaltending. It is a big time drop off from the last couple of years.
Totally. I also can't believe that they have the current starter slated for who they have slated. I'm not on that train at all. I'm not going to pretend to be a goalie evaluator. I'm not going to pretend that I know who should be the starter. I'm just very confident it shouldn't be him.
Yeah. I
would do lottery ball over him. Like, give me one of the other goalies that showed up to the summer showcase. I don't believe in him.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, again, like you're looking at all the options they have, you're like, uh-oh. That's also... But
dude, straight up, like, I won't name names for the summer showcase, but basically someone told me, like, holy shit, did he just prove that he shouldn't be the guy? I'm almost positive he's the guy that Russo watched when they were here playing the Gophers, and he's like, holy shit, this guy looked bad in warmups. And then he got absolutely bludgeoned. I don't have faith. I hope he proves me wrong if he ends up being the guy. I have all the room in my heart to let him redeem himself. As it currently sits, not a supporter. My real question for you, I guess, well, it's twofold, because there's two Gophers that I'm curious about for this roster, especially given who the coach is. First, Jacob Rombach. Do you see him being the 6 or 7 defenseman, or is that out of reach for him?
Probably not. Not necessarily.
Probably not out of reach, or probably not happening.
Probably not happening. I mean, I would imagine like someone like a Blake Fiddler, they'd probably look at. I mean, I guess right shot, left shot, be the difference. I don't know. But I mean, when you look at the two guys that got slated for their third pair, probably not happening. Yeah, I mean, it's possible he's a really fucking good player, and like it is funny just looking at the size of this back end, and then Cole Hudson. I don't know. It's the fact that he's also slotted next to EJ Emery is very funny to me. Again, I mean, they've played together a ton already, but
there's also a name that's missing from this list. And I don't even see him as an extra. Or am I blind? I'm not seeing him on this roster somewhere. Oh no, I lied. He is on the 4th line, it looks like. Spalacy.
Yeah.
That's a guy that I'm like, he's for sure on here. My question, looking at one of the extras, LJ Mooney. This is a kid, there's no doubt of the talent and what he brings. He's going to be playing for this head coach. I weirdly feel like, and it's funny because in our interview with him, which anyone that hasn't checked it out, please go back and listen to LJ Mooney on Fellowship of the Rink, episode 74. But he says the one guy that he's played with before and he has a little bit of chemistry with is Trevor Connolly. If Trevor Connolly's not playing in your top 6, do you want him here? Do you want him on this roster knowing what the bad side of Trevor Connolly is? Would you rather have an LJ Mooney, which I know he's small, and this roster as a full construct is smaller, so you don't want to continue to be small, but like the kid can fucking play.
Yeah, I mean, he can play. He's got ridiculous upside. I mean, I don't think his upside sniffs Connolly's. Like, Connolly
No,
was
but his
the top 5
downside
player
also
in the draft.
doesn't sniff Connolly's.
I mean,
Connolly's the guy that's going to take the stupid fucking penalty that loses you the game. Oh, wait, he's never done that.
Maybe. You still go with, I mean, no, I don't think it's, I think putting in LJ Mooney as an extra is like, yeah, he could make this team because he's that good. He also had a really nice camp, but you're not taking over someone like Trevor Connolly.
Do you agree?
I would love him to make the team
on
though.
Your third line is scary. No,
I would like fine last year the World Juniors. Again, it was the U18s. Obviously, that one was a bad one. Was behaved to Providence last year. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you can like make a decision for a tournament based on that one either. But I don't know. I mean, Max Plant.
no, dude, Plant's not going anywhere.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. And
yeah,
I mean,
sorry,
I do love that fourth line,
though. But I think Max Plant is safe, and if anything, he's going to be higher in the lineup than he is here.
Right. I do love the projected fourth line though. The Horkoff, Vansaghi, and Spalacy. Just mutants. Yeah, that's fun. Big fan.
I mean, that is a fun mutant line.
Again, I would love to throw LJ Mooney in this roster. It'll be tough.
But he's not going on that fourth line. He's got to be in the middle 6 or it doesn't make sense. So it's just, I don't know. It's interesting. But again, he stood out in a way that other players didn't. I think Riker Lee stood out in a similar way. And like, obviously I'm not including the first line in this conversation because that first line is not only set, but they looked good. Riker Lee looked really good. Plant didn't play. Outside of that, there's plenty of room for discussion with the rest of these players, except the fourth line is who they are because they're big. They big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, realistically, Team Canada usually uses like the summer camps as like a pretty firm indicator what that roster is going to look like. Team USA has more flexibility, especially with all the college guys that they have. So, I mean, we'll see. Anything could happen. See how the start of the year goes, but it's going to be tough for them to put LJ Mooney over any of those guys in the middle 6 as is. Even though it'd be very fun and he rocks.
I mean, Mateo, I don't think that flipping Lee and Connolly solves anything because I think Lee looked better. It's not a matter of just like put a guy here or there. It's just if Connolly's not good enough to play in your top 6, I think there have to be real question marks about whether or not he belongs in the lineup because the downside kind of balances out the upside. If he's good enough to be playing in your top 6, it's a little different. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't be on the team because I think his talent means like he really should, but that's where you start nitpicking and wondering. And maybe if he's struggling a little bit to start the year, he's a guy that I could see being left off. I'm not voting for it. I just don't think that it's impossible that we see Connolly be left off this roster. Do you think that's borderline impossible?
I would be shocked if he wasn't on this roster.
All right.
Like, I mean, he just is that good, but I don't know. We'll see. But again, like we were saying too, back end's still good, a little different. Skahan and Cleaver together is just two absolute mutants. And I mean, they listed Fiddler and Mr. Nope Is extras? No.
Mateo, you got to start listing that as KNOPE so we can just go Leslie Nope. We're just going to make this joke get so twisted that no one understands it anymore.
Still, no one has any clue. They're like, we never really knew what you guys are talking about.
Drushkevich.
Yep.